Hello guys, welcome to Napoleon Total Wars. I'm here with a multiplayer battle on Dresden, as I am with my friend Imperious Rex on this battle. See right here. It's his army. We do fairly well in this battle. You guys will see when that happens. So I believe I have 3 dragoons. Oh, this is my army that only has 2, actually. I don't know. Hold on. Oh yeah, I still have my dragoons over here. I still have some over here. So I have, I think, 3 dragoons and 1 lancer. Unless, maybe it's only 3 dragoons. Oh no, there's the lancer unit over there. Somewhere. Oh, never mind. This is just my dragoon army. But either way, let's continue through this. Because I just have a normal general staff there. So all my armies moved over here. I believe I have 5 or 4 Voltigeur units. No, 5. Probably about 3 Swiss foot. Maybe 4. 4 Polish Legion, a Young Guard, and the 18th Regiment the Brave. Here's Swiss foot combined with the Brave. Is I'll fast forward it until, okay, never mind, it's already started. Okay. So move over and see my friend Imperious Rex's army. He has, looks like 2 Lancer units, some Voltigeurs, Polish Legion, Old Guard, 2 Old Guard, and 3 Fusiliers right there. Marshal Soult, National Guard, 2 Chasseurs et Cheval, 2 more Fusiliers of line, and 2 more Voltigeurs. So we're going to both communicate a lot throughout this battle. It's a long battle, so there's going to be some fast forwarding. I don't need to make it too long, so I'm going to start fast forwarding this beginning part because it's going to take a while. See, he rushed his Lancers across the bridge here. He's rushing his Voltigeurs up. As I'm moving up 2 Polish Legion units to line up here on the bridge right here. They are running. As I'm starting to move a Voltigeur unit up with it. As I'm trying to make somewhat of a line up there at the riverfront. But I still have a decent amount of units back here.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
So they've already captured the church, or town hall. Are going to end up moving around this end over here to keep the Austrian from charging on my side. To move my units back, because I knew they'd get shot at from the town hall. As you can see, Imperious is getting shot from the town hall. Mass cav charge coming in hot. He charges in his Lancers to take out the Cuirassiers. Sitting there with this Fusiliers of line looking a little bit pretty. You did form a square with that one, but the rest of them are going to kind of get caught in the middle of the cav charge. So I eventually noticed that these Austrian units are going to start trying to head across, but he just decides to follow them back, and I eventually start heading some of my line overs. Yeah, there you can see I'm starting to make some of my units go over there. So far, this cav is going down quickly. These Cuirassiers falling to the square, and Imperious' Lancers and Cuirassiers, Chasseurs et Cheval, is Portugal, which I believe was Embern. making his way up with cazadors. Some infantry. Some more cazadors. Quite a lot of cazadors. There was a max of 5 lights, so about 5, I would have to say. He has some Portuguese cavalry and some tiradors, grenadiers. So he's charged up into here too with a couple of infantry units. So he has a general staff. This will go over the Austrian army real quick. Some Hungarian Fusiliers, Grenadiers, Archduke Charles Legion. Some more Hungarian Hussars back here, which I think retreated from earlier. Some Jaegers, Hungarian Hussars, Fusiliers, never mind. That's not cap. Some more Fusiliers, Jaegers, German Grenadiers, and Jaegers. And then I was getting shot at by these Windbush Jaegers that had to fall back. Took a few losses on the way, as you can see. Some of my Voltigeurs have fallen, and a couple of my Polish guys. Lost 10 men there. 3, 2. You can see the massive amount of cav have already died here in this little area. So for right now, there's not really much pushing going on right now. As I'll start fast forwarding again, as I'm starting to move my units around this flank to keep the Austrian from crossing the little bed right here. Then I noticed these Jaegers are going to start trying to cross here, so I'm going to end up putting my Voltigeurs here and let them fire at them. I noticed these Windbush Jaegers in the middle of nowhere, so I light up my Voltigeurs and let them shred them up a little bit before they end up returning from their position. So they're just kind of taking a little walk here across the area. As there he goes, rushing them back. But so far, what it looks like is he's trying to push his Hungarian Fusiliers across the river, but I'm going to get my line formed up just in time to fire back at these Hungarian Fusiliers. As I have my line setting up my 2 Swiss foot. There go my Voltigeurs for shots over here fired. It's going to be a slow amount of losses taken. So he decides to charge in his Hungarian Fusiliers. I never did completely understand why. He's just trying to do massive charges against me most of the time during this battle. Though I hold out against him. That's the only area where real combat's going on. Then I move some of my Voltigeurs up here to... No, maybe that's... No, that's Imperius's Voltigeurs. Move his Voltigeurs up to fire on these Jaegers up here. I think my other Voltigeurs are not too much around here. So those Hungarian Hussars, god dang it, Hungarian Fusiliers charged into my Voltigeurs. I get them behind the line just in time when I charge in my Dragoons against the Fusiliers. And they're just getting slaughtered, and there they go. The Austrians already lost a Hungarian Fusilier. As these Jaegers are firing at my flank, I will notice that and move my Swiss foot back and push my Voltigeurs up to combat that fire, as here comes some Windbush Jaegers. Not too much is happening over here, as Imperius was just telling me to try to push the flank. I just told him I'm going to try to hold off for at least a little bit, because if I do try to push across, I'll just get slaughtered at the bridge. You can see here I did push up a Polish Legion and a Voltigeur to try to at least minimize or reduce the unit that's sitting here doing nothing. So you taking a few losses. Because I'm out of range with my Polish Legion, unfortunately. Not too many shots are going to get hit here. See, that's when I moved up one of my Voltigeurs instead of the Windbush Jaegers here. Ah, they sound weird. My Swiss foot moving up, hold the flank, but he'll also tell me to move him back, so I will fall him back. I'm taking a good amount of losses from this Windbush-Jaeger unit. And that's when Imperius moves his Voltigeurs over to start firing on this Landschützen and this Hungarian Fusilier unit that's holding me across the bridge. Imperius is trying to hold his area, which really nothing's happening, so he's not really going to have to worry about it. He does have National Guard here, so any charge by Cab will take them out quickly. But nothing's really going to happen for a while over here. It's just going to be mainly in the town's area and that outer flank by my area that's going to have combat. I guess I'm going to start fast forwarding here a bit. See, I'm getting shot from the flank. Those Jaegers are about to rout, it looks like. No, they got inspired. So I move my flank back up. So I'm trying to keep myself from getting shot from every angle. See, now my Polish Legion firing up on that Hungarian Fusilier unit also. I start moving more of my army over here, starting to put my Polish Legion, just another Swiss foot over here for reinforcement
men are
later,
running, sir.
which ends up being a good idea as I just lost a Voltigeur unit up here. So I'm going to end up pushing this Polish Legion up to get it in range to try to fire at this Hungarian Fusilier, which is technically in range, so I guess I won't even move it. I'm just trying to keep this flank falling, but I notice I'm taking too many losses and fall it back to the square over there. Which anything that does stand here is going to move back. That's when he still kind of told me to move back my Swiss foot, because yeah, they were taking losses from the skirms over here. Some Windbush Jaegers becoming a problem. See, like I said, still nothing's really happening over here. Imperius' flank, it's just all happening in the middle. So we're both trying to keep an eye on the town. So I don't know what I was doing here. I was telling him to move across, but that's going to change that and tell him to start firing at these Jaegers. These Jaegers really low on men. Gonna rout here in a minute. Combined with the Landschützen, it looks like. Oh no, they haven't routed yet. That's when I decided to charge across to make a line, but unfortunately his Hungarian Fusiliers are just going to beat me to the bridge, which was obviously going to happen. But there's going to be a bit of friendly fire TKs here from his own units, and are going to take out some of them. But see, I'm trying to make this weird kind of flanking maneuver to try to take out some of these Jaegers. And I move this unit back across from the bridge. Still trying to put fire on this Fusilier unit. Oh, and then yeah, I start following this Jaeger unit. Trying to get rid of the long-range units here. So, still moving my Voltigeurs around. So I think as Windbush Jaegers, I've either ran out of ammo or was just trying to move them from getting fired on. Is Imperius moving up an old guard. So now they're just pushing. This Emvern's kind of made a bit of a flank here. He's trying to push across the lake, the river, crossing the Cazadors. The main combat's all in this area. There's just nothing else really happening at this point. Mostly my units at this point. So now my Voltigeurs is firing on this Jaeger unit. You see the two officers kneeled on the ground. That's when he starts moving them back. So I'm trying to move my flank up. It's just gonna be a while until he tries to attack me again. This Jaeger unit still being hit as it kind of just fell back a little bit. As all that remains on this flank is Jaegers, as he kind of fell back as Hungarian Fusiliers. He's brought his Windbush Jaegers over here for some reason, I don't know why. Here goes Imperius getting his Voltigeurs up to try to take out these Cazadors. For some reason, he's kind of got a weird lineup over here. And this is a mass Spanish charge over here. Or Portugal. Never mind, Portugal. But either way, just a mass charge. As he's going to end up charging, Embert's going to charge right into Spikes almost. He's still going to almost kind of charge into Spikes. He's going to charge this Fusilier of the line. Pierce is not. Gonna get him to a square, it looks like. Yep. Well, but he's gonna hold all these units off pretty easily. He's gonna try at least. Here I am moving my line back up to skirmish continuously with the Austrian player. Not too much is really happening. Still getting hit on the flank by these Jaegers, but I fall back my line. As Imperius is trying to keep his line up here. But now this combat is the major part of this field right now. That's what it looks like right now. As these Portuguese cavalry are going to quickly fall to the much more superior French lancers. See Imperius turning his unit, Fusiliers, fire a bit in the Portuguese cav, and then he turns it around because he's getting fired in the flank by this infantry. See, this was basically just a mass charge of Portugal units. As the town's just being held to this point, nothing's really happening. There's not much combat happening over here either, just a light skirmish between this Landshoots unit and maybe a couple of occasional kills over here because that unit's right in the range. So my Voltigeurs are getting some shots at this Archduke Charles Legion. So far, Portugal Embert is taking heavy losses over here. You know, Portugal is not going to do too good against France, especially when you're a good tactical person. And Imperius is... I haven't even beaten Imperius in multiplayer. And if I ever do, it'll be a long time from now. But either way, focus on this. As you can see, Embert's already taken a huge amount of losses. He's already kind of lost his main attack force over here. It's just taken major casualties already. I mean, he still has some decently full units, but everything's been damaged for the most part, and he's already lost his flanking force to take this side of the river, and Imperius sending in more reinforcements to take out the rest of the Portugal units. The Archduke Charles Legion still taking heavy losses from my guys. And one of my Voltigeurs finally ran out of ammo, so I'm going to charge them in a bit. And finally, I move up my Swiss foot to a point. They get one volley off, and then I fall them back, so I know they're going to start taking losses from this Archduke Charles Legion. And we come back over here. These infantry getting flanked. Imperius charges quite a bit of his cav over to try to take out whoever remains of the lights, which is the Cazadors right here. But his cav's going to falter. Since he has so much left of his force, Portugal's going to get overrun by French troops. And then here comes a German grenadier unit charging across the river. I still don't completely get why he decided to charge across the river here, but he's just going to get majorly demolished right here in this area with both units right here in this area. It's Archduke Charles Legion and the German Grenadiers are just going to get killed quickly. I lost a Voltigeur unit. That was bound to happen. I still have 4 units back here. But these 2 units right here are going to put up a really, really good fight against these German Grenadiers in this Archduke Charles Legion. This unit just getting shot up as it's slowly crossing. I don't know why he had him walking. As you can see what I'm talking about, they're just dropping. Let's quickly take a look over here to see what's happened. As I can see right now that Portugal's pretty much gone from this area. Still a good force as he starts sending over reinforcements, but he's not going to capture this area. Pierce has it too locked down at this point. You see more infantry trying to make its way, and I fall back my line and move up my fresh Voltigeurs to try to hold this line here, which is going to work to a point. Is now that combat in my area is kind of ended for the time being. Out from this watching Pierce's combat over here taking place. See whoever makes this Cazador unit put some hurt down on his units. A couple of full units right here getting ready for combat at this point. See, the Imperius moves up a Polish Legion, try to hold this flank, which is gonna hold very, very easily just because these 2 units are getting flanked, and I mean they're still getting hit from skirms. Imperius' units are, but it's just not gonna help too much because these 2 units are just already getting dwindled down there. They've only been sitting there for a minute or 2. He currently has a lot of units. Then we come back on my side as he's still trying to push across. As he has 4 units, and my Voltigeurs just getting a nice volley into him. This is pretty much the main body of the force is going to get slaughtered by whatever of my units are over here. I've already taken some losses due to these random lights around the edges, but those 4 units are just not going to like me firing at them after a while. And then a Portuguese charge over here, kind of trying to make its way across the bridge, but Imperius once again has this place locked down really tight, and they're just going to get slaughtered at the bridge. His M-Burn is pushed back here. Still kind of firing, but for the most part this area is just kind of died off. The middle's kind of trying to take up a little bit as that unit routes. See a massive infantry charge into Imperius' Voltigeurs. Those are gonna hold there for a while. See this? As he charges in his German Grenadiers against me, and they're just gonna rout before they even barely get to the line. I did move my Voltigeurs back because I knew they were gonna at least take some losses. But yeah, I don't know why he just decided to randomly move across the river against me. He's not gonna overrun me, especially when he's just walking. I mean, he could have definitely overran me if he would have just charged me, but he just did not do anything. He just kept walking his men. Nothing really happened. So they're just gonna get shot in the ranks. See this unit just getting bloodied in battle very, very quickly. Just my Voltigeurs in the combined of a Swiss foot or 2 getting the fire in. I will eventually move this unit of Voltigeurs back up. Just won't notice it for a while, so I probably will get a couple of team kills. Then Grenadiers kind of hit my line, didn't do much of anything. Then Imperius told me to move my cav over, so I move a couple of them over. But I'm not going to really need them at the moment. He was telling me to take out the Portugal general, but there's not too much worry yet. as he is holding the flank. What I see on the map is I did get charged. That's when I move up my Polish Legion, another Polish, well, Swiss foot, up from back there and move my line back. Now I just end up moving
Our men are running,
these guys
sir.
back again and just push this line back. Keep my other 2 units here in reserve for future use, and I move one of my cav units back. So my Voltigeurs are gonna fall. Then Hungarian Hussar decides to make its charge. That kind of, this is the main area right now. I mean, for the most part in this battle, this was the main area of combat. Just my side. The town didn't have much involvement except for the little parts of a couple of crosses of the bridge. Getting some nice shots off. It's my Swiss foot here, marching slowly. For the most part, these Hungarian Hussars did do a little bit of damage, but not enough. She does charge. I think I get them in the square. I don't know. Let's see here. I think I was paying attention over here, but no, I don't get them into a square. But I do end up noticing and charging in my Dragoon unit in to combat the Hungarian Hussars. So for the most part in this town, I think these are my, no, they're not my Dragoons, it looks like. But for the most part, this area has been recaptured, wasn't really lost. But so far, these cav are still alive. Still a lot of Austrian force here. But so far they're not going to be able to hold too much longer against my units. So I'm going to start fast forwarding again. This is a long battle. As you can see, you guys, this area is just calmed down for now. You see the line just sitting and waiting. So not too much combat in any other area other than my area in the forest here. So another set of grenades came in, and that Swiss foot finally routed. That cav unit finally routed, and I charged the grenadiers. I have to push that line of Swiss foot back, and I move my 2 units up, my 2 reserves. So the Austrian general charges in against my cav units. So I'm trying to push my cav back to get into these Jaegers. And I do get the charge in, and I do take out these Jaegers, I believe I do. Yeah, it basically got sacrificed to the generals living at this point. So for the most part, I've won this flank. There's nothing combating me from crossing at this point.
Our men are running, sir!
Oh, I think I lost a cav unit over here. Maybe that was one of my Dragoons. I don't know. Must have been. I think that was my Dragoon unit. So I was trying to get him to charge across. Try to get him to stop from charging that territory unit, but it didn't work too good. So now you see the Portugal units moving over here to combat the crossing of Imperius' units. So I end up having to charge in this Hungarian Grenadier, and I charge up my last 3 remaining units on this flank to take out this Hungarian Grenadier. It's my cavalry route. So all that remains over here is a Landschützen unit.
Our men are running, sir!
So there goes the my Dragoons. See, for the most part, there's not much of Austria left over here. Just some lights. Whole lot more lights. Fusilier. So I believe I tried to charge the Portugal general with my cav. Yeah, that's my cav unit. But it never really worked, and they just ended up... Emperor ended up getting them behind the line, and I just lost that Dragoon unit to a massive slaughter.
Our men are running,
So there
sir!
they go. As Portugal tried to charge across again, but Imperius is pushing across himself. As the Landshuten unit tried to move across, is what it looked like to me. Of course, they ended up getting slaughtered just like all the rest of these units in this area. Let's push play again. See, Imperius moving all of his units he has remaining over here, which is a very depleted old guard and a decently full old guard and a Fusilier of the line. He's just going to charge him into this unit of infantry. Good idea. Since Portugal infantry is terrible at melee combat, is they're just going to drop quickly to the Fusiliers. As I have taken my flank, you can see all the Austrian units that remain. So Hungarian Fusiliers and a Grenadier unit still alive to fight another day as they're making their way across. As that was pretty much just Windbush Jaegers, which are out of ammo, so it doesn't really matter at this point. I start moving some of my units across. I move a Fusilier of line and a cav unit across. Now 2 Fusiliers. Oh, it looks like just one. Oh, never mind. Swiss foot and a Dragoon unit across. As Portugal is now being erased from the map thanks to Imperius and his old guard. There's nothing but Cazadors remain in. Yeah, this Cazador is one Tirador unit. It's all the remains of Portugal and the general. And whatever is in this building, which, let's see what's in the building. Just another Tirador and a Hungarian Grenadier is all the remains of the enemy force. So, I get ultimately charged and obliterated melee combat right here, right now. I try to retreat them across, but they just get slaughtered in melee and they just don't want to go across the river again. Here comes in another Hungarian Fusilier. So Portugal is gone thanks to Imperius' pending force. So I'm moving my cav. Well, it was to take out the general staff, but it already routed. I don't know where am I? I don't know where that unit is.
Our men are running, sir!
See, there goes what I'm talking about. All my units around here just decide to do a mass rout, and I have lost all my infantry force that was over here, so it's just going bye-bye quickly. Just these Hungarian Fusiliers are just going to overwhelm them. As I have to start moving my Young Guard and the 18th Regiment, the Brave, over. As I still have a good amount of impending force, I just basically prepare to do a massive charge across. It's all the lights are left. As I still do have a cav unit, but it's going to get slowly killed by this building, but it's still going to live. As there goes the Portugal. Portugal is now gone. It's hasta la vista, baby. But either way, as I still continue my massive charge, is he just gonna retreat his units? This was the main problem right here, is I thought, how am I gonna still win this battle since I just lost my main force? But thankfully I still have these 2 units right here. See, Swiss foot did return from routing. These 2 units aren't gonna be so lucky. I'm still trying to do a charge here, but my units are going to be able to form up and
running, sir.
Shoot them up. As I have done some good damage to these 2 Hungarian Fusiliers, but they're still going to rout this Polish Legion. So I'm still continuing my charge across. So Austria is now becoming almost non-existent too at this point. As I just charge them all in once again. That was my own Swiss foot. It was coming over here. So whatever remained of that Landshuten quickly routes.
Our men are running,
Really
sir!
overwhelming force. So I lost that Polish Legion finally. 60 men. So that Swiss foot that came back is making its final charge. As this battle is pretty much over now, but there's still a good amount left.
A glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
Yes, I agree. Yes, I am basically preparing whatever left I have of my line. As they're just gonna end up getting charged by the whatever remains. So they're trying to line up. I try to get in a lineup as fast as I possibly can, but it's not gonna work. So they're just gonna end up getting forcefully charged, which I kind of was expecting. So whatever I had of my units are slow
Our
motion.
men are running, sir!
So whatever I had of my unit, one of my units, I flanked to get fire on them. I was trying to continuously reform, but it just wouldn't work. That's when I start marching my Young Guard and my The Brave across. See, we're just going to get flanking fire in on them and drop them to the ground. Get charged, but they're not going to last long against my Polish Legion. As this Swiss foot gets its good volley in too. So you're both going to get charged, or this unit's going to get charged by both units. Is somehow the general staff is still arriving, the general itself. There goes one Hungarian Fusilier. And then the general finally routes with 4 men remaining. So the Austrian is all but non-existent now, and Imperius still has a good amount of force left, and we're just going to quickly take this building. So I charge in this Voltigeur unit against them, but they're just going to rout. And then our main focus, yeah, will turn to the buildings. My general's still sitting back there looking pretty. As I still have a cav unit, somehow. So we are preparing for the final charge. As one of the units just decided to fall out. And they all just decide to rout. So that's the end of this nice 2v2, you guys. So I guess we'll take a quick look at the stats screen, if there's a stats screen. Giveth thy a stats screen. There you go. As you guys can see, I deployed 2,264 and lost 13,094, or 1,394. That's funny. I killed 1,316. Imperius deployed 2,184 men, lost 1,490. So I deployed a little bit more, but he lost more overall in his army. He still killed more than me, and obviously they lost all of them. Though it was a good battle against Surge, J, and M. Burn. So I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.